Hi, this is Geo Simpson with EDL 591-20, Social Justice Topics, Directed Individual Study, Module 4. And this week we're going to talk about the learning activity I participated in, which was an intervention at length leading into new communities. And this intervention was very impactful on me. And it taught me a lot about social justice topics as it relates to my group, which is incarcerated students. First of all, I just want to say that the intervention was on the campus of Link in New Hanover County, near the New Hanover County Prison. They have a wonderful campus there, a former old jail that was turned into this facility. And Mr. Frankie Roberts was an excellent host, and he was very informative as well concerning the plights of incarcerated felons and individuals who get out and try to obtain jobs. When asked the question specifically, are inmates in need of civil rights, and he said without a doubt they need a civil rights movement as well. What I learned at this intervention, number one, it was very eclectic. It was black, it was white, it was male, it was female, it was Indian, it was Hispanic, it was young, it was old. And the greatest thing, one of the first things that I learned as the individuals walked in, one of my students walked in. And it was it was a real blessing to me, because the young man was very, he's educationally challenged. And so this module deals with abilities in SES. This young man is borderline on being slow, very slow, and but he progressed very well in the prison in my GED class. He just has major obstacles that take a little longer than some, but he became motivated to stay out of prison once he got out, and thank God he's out now. He had no place to live, and Link provided that. He had no GED, and Link is transitioning him to another GED. So really, the first thing I learned was that we are like links in a chain that provides each person provides a piece to the entire puzzle of providing for the incarcerated students, those of low abilities and those that are of higher abilities. And also in the intervention, the participatory nature of it, and the willingness of those that were in there, and I almost call them inmates because they're not inmates anymore, and that is part of the mindset, public perception. And so I guess what I want to emphasize here is what I emphasized on my activity report is building educational ability and building public empathy are important if public perception, as I stated in Module 3, is a major factor in them getting jobs and them being self-sufficient. If public perception is important, if each person who enters the fray is a link, just like I was a link in the prison, Link is a link on the outside of the prison. The more people that can get past their public perception, the more people can actually participate in the solution and become somewhat of a part of the educational and the vocational change that's necessary for them not to recommit crimes and re-enter prison. One aspect I read out of the text, Zuniga spoke of this. He said building empathy from the dominant side of privilege is difficult simply because individuals from privileged backgrounds are not encouraged to do so, and so they're not, those of us who are law-abiding citizens oftentimes look at felons and convicted criminals and not necessarily motivated because of our perception of them getting what they deserve, or with other groups, their actions display a certain level or morals which would preclude from that help or that identification. So building empathy is a big part of this type of work. And then, of course, teachers, and I learned that in this activity through the readings and seeing that in person at Link, Kathleen Kelly, in our book that we were given this semester. She talked about how the importance of a professor at, or a person at University of Massachusetts impacted her getting her degree. Now, she was a welfare mother, 10th grade education, and she realized she wasn't going to make it on that. She wouldn't be able to provide for her child, so she decided to get her GED. When she got her GED, she thought about college for the first time. And that was very impactful for me, she said, because that lets me know that many GED students, people who are in prison, incarcerated, and just GED students, basic skills students, they don't even think about college because they have the hurdle of dealing with getting a high school diploma. They may wanted to go to college, but really think about themselves as a student. That was not in her concept. But once the GED came, then she saw some possibilities. And this quote here really, really impacted me and will impact me for the rest of my life. One thing that she said was, and I guess I'll have to paraphrase because I've lost the place here, but one thing she said was that she realized that she felt she was stupid, right? She said, I felt stupid but as she went on, however, she said, I became more educated. I learned that I was not stupid, just culturally illiterate. She went on to say, no, she wasn't culturally illiterate also, but that really impacted me, and it should impact any educator or anyone dealing with those that are marginalized. A lot of times they haven't achieved educationally, and they think they're stupid, and it behooves us teachers and those who have a ability to impact, or as Frankie said, who have a circle of influence, to engage our circle of influence to make a difference. Because once she began to get her GED and had an encouragement from a particular teacher that helped her and let her know that she could make it, she could do it, validated the fact that she was fearful, that she was disoriented in the college environment once she got her GED and got enrolled in a program at UMass. Once that happened, she realized she wasn't stupid. She just was not culturally aware of as she could have been. And there's a new culture going, technological culture, that makes college challenging. I can say amen to that. And there's a disorientation and a fear that comes when you re-enter college. I had a college degree and I re-entered college 25 years later, just about, and the level of fear and trepidation at the technological issues and the different APAs, this and that and the other, that were different from when I graduated. But finding educators that were willing to validate, yes, but also inspire and show the positive sides of what you can learn despite your difficulties, made a major role in hopefully in my degree completion, and it did as well with her. So I learned a great deal from that, and being able to apply that to incarcerated individuals, apply that to felons getting out, and to every demographic that we've looked at, including those of limited ability in SES. Thank you.